Good morning, everyone. Let's get real for a second. Leadership isn't about titles, fancy degrees, or how many years you've been in the game. The best leaders, they have 4 skill sets that set them apart. And the good news is you can build them. First, emotional intelligence. Leadership isn't about barking orders, it's about connection. The best leaders understand people, they read the room, they listen, they know how to motivate without manipulation. And when things go south, they don't lose their cool, they lead with clarity and confidence. Second, visionary thinking. The best leaders don't just react, they anticipate. They don't sit around waiting for opportunities, they create them. They think bigger, push boundaries, and inspire others to do the same. You want to lead? Start thinking beyond today. Third, decisiveness and problem solving. Here's the truth. Leaders don't always have the right answer, but they don't freeze either. They make the best decision they can with what they know, and they keep moving. Indecision, it's a dream killer. Leaders take action, learn fast, and adjust. And finally, communication and influence. If you can't communicate your vision, if you can't rally people around an idea, it doesn't matter how brilliant you are. The best leaders don't just talk, they inspire. They make you believe in what's possible. Leadership isn't about having a title, sitting in the corner office, or making the final call in every situation. True leadership is about how you connect with people, how you handle challenges, and how you inspire those around you to take action. And at the core of all of that, emotional intelligence. Let's be honest, no one wants to follow someone just because they have boss on their nameplate. People follow leaders they trust, leaders who understand them, leaders who make them feel valued. That doesn't come from authority. It comes from emotional intelligence, the ability to understand yourself, regulate your emotions, and recognize what others need in any given moment. A leader with high emotional intelligence listens more than they speak. They pay attention not just to what's being said, but to what's not being said. They can walk into a room and sense when morale is low. They can read the body language of their team and know when someone is struggling. They don't ignore tension or dismiss emotions. They address them with empathy and clarity. Emotional intelligence also means staying composed under pressure. Let's face it, leadership comes with stress, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty. But emotionally intelligent leaders don't let those challenges control them. They don't snap at their team when things go wrong. They don't let their frustrations dictate their decisions. Instead, they take a breath, assess the situation, and respond in a way that moves everyone forward. Another key part of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. Great leaders know their strengths, but more importantly, they know their weaknesses. They aren't afraid to admit when they're wrong, and they're open to feedback. They don't let their egos get in the way of making the best decision for the team. When a leader lacks self-awareness, they blame others, deflect responsibility, and refuse to grow. But when a leader understands themselves, they create a culture of learning, accountability, and trust. And here's the big one. Emotional intelligence allows leaders to build strong, authentic relationships. Leadership isn't about control, it's about influence. And influence comes from trust, respect, and connection. People don't give their best effort to someone they fear. They give it to someone who makes them feel seen, heard, and supported. When a leader leads with emotional intelligence, they inspire loyalty, commitment, and a shared sense of purpose. Leaders don't just react to what's happening in the moment, they anticipate what's coming next. They don't wait for opportunities to fall into their lap. They position themselves and their teams to be ready when the moment arrives. They understand that leadership is not about being comfortable with the present, it's about preparing for the future. Thinking ahead means seeing the big picture. It means understanding how today's decisions impact tomorrow's outcomes. While others get caught up in short-term distractions, great leaders stay focused on long-term goals. They ask the right questions. Where is this industry headed? What changes are on the horizon? How do we adapt before we're forced to? They are always a few steps ahead, making adjustments before problems become crises. But thinking ahead isn't enough. Action is what separates great leaders from everyone else. A leader who hesitates, overanalyzes, or avoids making tough calls holds everyone back. Decisiveness doesn't mean having all the answers. It means having the confidence to make the best decision possible with the information available. It means assessing risks, weighing options, and then moving forward instead of getting stuck in uncertainty. Decisive leaders understand that not every decision will be perfect. They don't let fear of failure paralyze them. Instead, they trust their instincts, take action, and adapt along the way. They recognize that progress comes from movement, not endless deliberation. They set the tone for their teams by showing that mistakes aren't the enemy, inaction is. And when decisive leaders make a call, they stand by it. They don't second guess themselves publicly or create confusion by wavering. They communicate their decisions with clarity and confidence, making sure everyone understands the direction and why it matters. This creates trust. People don't want to follow someone who is constantly changing course or afraid to take responsibility. They follow leaders who make bold decisions, own the outcomes, and keep pushing forward. Great leaders also know when to pivot. Decisiveness isn't about being stubborn, it's about being adaptable. If new information comes in that changes the game, they don't let ego keep them stuck in a bad decision. They adjust quickly, learning from mistakes and improving their approach. They move with intention, balancing strategy with flexibility. Leadership isn't just about having great ideas, it's about being able to share those ideas in a way that inspires action. A leader can have the best vision, the smartest strategy, and the most well thought out plan, but if they can't communicate it effectively, none of it matters. Influence doesn't come from authority alone. It comes from the ability to connect with people through clear, compelling communication. Great leaders know that communication is more than just talking. It's about how well they listen, how clearly they express their thoughts, and how effectively they make others feel heard and understood. People don't follow leaders who overwhelm them with jargon, vague instructions, or uninspiring speeches. They follow leaders who can paint a picture of the future, who can articulate the why behind every decision, and who can make people believe in the mission. One of the most powerful aspects of communication is clarity. Leaders don't have time to be ambiguous, and neither do their teams. When a leader communicates, they remove doubt, they eliminate confusion. They don't leave room for misinterpretation. Their words provide direction, align the team, and ensure that everyone is on the same page. They know that a lack of clear communication leads to frustration, hesitation, and mistakes, so they make sure their message is always direct and actionable. But communication isn't just about clarity, it's about connection. The most influential leaders don't just give orders, they create conversations. They make people feel seen and valued. The best communicators understand that how they say something is just as important as what they say. They use energy, passion, and conviction to bring their words to life. They speak in a way that makes people not just hear them, but feel them. And great leaders don't just communicate in moments of success, they communicate through challenges. When times are tough, people look to their leaders for reassurance. Leaders who communicate openly and honestly, even when the news isn't good, earn trust. They don't hide from difficult conversations. They don't sugarcoat reality. They speak with honesty, transparency, and confidence, making people feel secure even in uncertainty. Beyond words, communication is also about leading by example. Actions speak louder than speeches. Leaders who consistently align their behavior with their words create authenticity. They don't just talk about values like integrity, hard work, or innovation. They embody them. People are influenced by what they see more than what they hear. And great leaders understand that their daily actions communicate just as powerfully as their words. So if you want to lead, focus on how you communicate. Speak with clarity, listen with intent, and connect with authenticity. Because the way you communicate isn't just how people hear you, it's how they trust you, how they believe in you, and ultimately how they follow you.